Anxiety ranges from the nervousness you feel before an event to a full blown panic attack. But this kind of anxiety is different and it's rarely talked about. It's the anxiety that doesn't come from what is happening around you, but this anxiety comes from what isn't happening around you. There's a clock in your head and it's ticking. Tick, tick, tick. You should have figured it out by now. By 18, you should be in the university. By 25, you should have a job. By 30, a stable family. You should be successful. And when your life doesn't align with the scripts that has been laid down, it feels like you're late to your own life. And then you panic. The anxiety consumes you. And you start to make decisions that you normally wouldn't. It's like the clock in your head is telling you, move, do something, anything. And then you do something that isn't necessarily beneficial to you. I remember the first time I had the clock in my head. I was like 19, almost done with the university. And people around me, they had dreams, they had goals. Some wanted to go for postgraduate studies after the university. Some wanted to use their degrees to get jobs. Some wanted to do jobs outside of their degrees. They all had things they wanted to do. But me, I had nothing. I was just floating. I had followed the scripts. I finished secondary school. I applied to the university. I didn't really care what course I studied. But something that was always at the back of my mind was that I had nothing I wanted to do. I had no goals, no dreams. And maybe because I didn't have it back then, but I was so obsessed with goals and dreams and meaning, purpose. I still am. But that day was different. It wasn't, that thought was no longer an itch at the back of my head. It wasn't a thought at the back of my head. No. It smacked me in the face. It felt like I was drowning in a pressure I couldn't understand. Like something outside me was telling me, hey, you're late. You need to get moving right now. So I felt this overwhelming urge to do something, to do anything, which doesn't make any sense. How am I suddenly supposed to find a dream and a purpose that I haven't found in years just because I want to meet up with a deadline that doesn't exist? At that moment, though, that feeling, it didn't matter that that feeling wasn't logical. It didn't matter that I had no clear destination. All I could hear was the clock telling me I was late and I had to do something. Looking back now, I know I didn't need to take drastic action. I wasn't thinking, I was just reacting. And for many people, those reactions turn destructive. It turns into substance abuse, self sabotage, erratic decisions. But when they do that, it's not because they don't care about their life or their future, it's because they care too much. And when the clock starts ticking, you feel like you have to do anything. You see, who you are right now, where you're currently in, the decisions you've made to get here hasn't made you into the person you wished you were, hasn't given you the life you thought you would have. It hasn't gotten you what you want. And in my case, it was a dream to pour my passion into, to feel like I'm progressing. For others, it could be a stable family, it could be career, it could be financial growth. So the reality you are in is not the one you envision for yourself. So when that anxiety hits, you feel the need to do something other than what you've been doing, because what you've been doing hasn't gotten you what you want. So you feel the need to do things differently, to be different. You make a decision to be someone other than who you are. It's not even a decision, it's more like you're compelled to. It's like this force outside of you decides for you to be someone else. And you make decisions that are not usually good, sometimes madly bad, and sometimes destructive. But the deeper question here is, why did I believe I was already behind? Who told me I was supposed to be anywhere else except where I am? Why was I concerned with other people's lives when I had my own story to write? Most of you are handed a map, directions you should follow for you to become. By 18, you should know what you want to do. By 21, you should have a degree. By 25, you should have some form of success. By 30, you should have some form of stability, a clear direction, a family. And you try to hit those milestones at the right time. And if you don't, you're late, you're lost, you failed. This map, this timeline is a collection of expectations stitched together by family, culture, society, by comparison. And it's presented to us as objective truth, but it's not. Have they lived your life already for you? For them to figure out that, oh, you're taking too long figuring out who you are. You should have reached a conclusion by now. Who are they to say you're late to your own life? It'd be interesting to see how early they are at theirs. In our desperation to become someone, we abandon who we are to chase after a persona we think we should be. We act out unlike ourselves. We say things we don't believe. But you are allowed to be unfinished. Even incomplete, you are. Whether you're questioning everything you once believed about yourself, whether you're unable to answer questions like, what's your plan? Or what do you really want? Whether you want to move, but you don't know where to go. Whether you want deeply, but not know what to want for. Whether you don't know who you are yet, you still are. For all those feeling lost out there, I hope this makes you feel at least seen. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And Eid is coming, to all my Muslim brothers and sisters out there. Try to make the most out of the day of Arafah and have a blast. Let me know how will you let me know how your Eid goes? I don't know. Until next time, my name is Mariam. Bye.